All right, guys, we're back with a part 4. Spirit, more messages. We'll do what we'll do here. Now I'm seeing here red and white. Could be a very particular message. Cleaning up this card, we have that. Yeah, there's red and white here. I'm seeing red and white everywhere right now. So what's going on? If you're not in the public, Spirit wants to also differentiate a bit here, and it can be that you're both. Okay, whatever you feel guided, there's a message here I'm seeing though as well. Whatever you're feeling guided towards and whatever you feel is your message. Now for some of you, let's clear our chakra, whatever I'm hearing you know to be true for yourself. Okay, in other words, if it's not resonating, it's fine. It should be like, for some of you, you know that this is on both sides, not only in physical 3D, but also on astral. So what I was getting here, I was just meditating again. I'm seeing here there is a focus here for those of you who will, let's say, you're working with the light grid, you're very high vibrational here, you're working with, I'm hearing your story out a little louder, you guys are maybe even, let's say you're not you don't have so many, I'm hearing followers yet, so-called, okay, but really it's not about followers, right? This is about, this is about your reach, and who knows? Really, right? I mean, it's not about followers, really. I mean, let's say, anyone can access as well certain content online, and they don't have to necessarily be following. Let's clear it, okay? Yeah, so, and that's even meant on an energetic level. So you may have people you reach, it's about, right, you hit one person, that person may know 500 people. Maybe you know 30 people, but they don't know anybody. So you know what I'm saying? Let's clear it. So you never know, your reach. I'm hearing it like that. Let's clear it, Now, the point is that, some of you, you're in I don't want to say a lower tier in terms of subscribers for some of you. Okay, Spirit wants it very clear. And maybe that's even I'm hearing on a television network. Okay, I'm hearing that. For some of you, this is not as lane. It's weird. I'm seeing someone here. They're wearing bright green and a black checkered scarf. So it's not white, it's green. Green and black checkers. Now, for some of you, this is you have something coming. There's a wave coming for everyone here with this Pluto retrograde. If you are sort of, you're kind of you've got some sort of following. I'm seeing that here. I'm looking at this card, Sun. You have a good amount. I'm hearing 45K. I'm hearing that specifically. 45 to 50,000. I'm hearing that people. This is so Spirit wants it specifically. Well, I just want to say that people who are really, really, okay, there's something about maybe the number. People who are really working in the public, though, I feel specifically, Pluto does rule, it may be related to politics, I don't know. Pluto does, right? That's what it rules politics, yep. But if you are holding the light grid here, and you're doing a lot here for the light grid right now, the earth grid, and you're doing, you're going to be coming through during the season of Pluto retrograde heavily. You're going to be looked at heavily. So in this, but it's in different tiers. I feel like, though, if you are not necessarily, so far in the public, I'm seeing the 7-7 right there, yet. I hear yet. Okay, as well. Let's go and chakra. And by the way, some of you may definitely have a lot of Sagittarius in your chart. Okay, especially because we have this, every time we feel this, this repetitive, sort of, this happened started in the Sag eclipse reading. We had 14 stages. That was right... around that time of the right prior to the lockdown. Now let's continue. For some of you, though, you're gonna have a pattern. If you are you got the tier between 40,000 and 50,000 followers. You got something coming up with a past life energy. Okay, I'm hearing it's not random. Let's quit throat chakra. So keep your aura clear. I hear that. Can we have some tips with that here, Spirit? Tips with that, Spirit. I'm hearing sex magic. So they may try to come through on astral. For some of you, they're trying to tip you. They may try to tip you maybe online. Something about their finances. Personally, I would be aware who you're choosing to work with. If you're, let's say, you have your own online business, specifically if you're doing any kind of long distance Reiki healing, I'm hearing that specifically. I would, but you always take it as you will. The number 7 is particular here in this particular reading. I'm seeing 2 7s here. 3 actually. I think some of you, I would end a contract. I would end a contract here. If you already, look at her. She doesn't really feel right about something here. It's something doesn't really, I'm hearing, yeah, let's put it in the sacred world in the root. I feel like you don't want to take on this project. I'm hearing that. So you might want to have boundaries when it comes to your work. Let's backtrack it down the back. Yeah. Down the right side of the throat chakra, but from the back. This is not really a good vibe. I feel like someone may come through and want to work with you, but they're not talking very nicely behind your back. I'm hearing that Three of Swords. This is not to make you, like, if you had no idea, you should have already maybe had a thought, okay, about the fact that you just don't feel comfortable with this person. Yeah, for some of you, they were really rude. I'm hearing that. Let's clear it. Yeah. They're super rude. This is the type of person who, like, will try to... It's kind of similar to the part 1 vibe that came through. Like, they will try to be, like, your best friend, like, really nice. And, like, they'll try and, like, maybe even work with you. And then it's, like, when you push them away, in a way, because you're having boundaries, like, I don't really want to... And they're not taking the hint. I'm hearing that as well. This very pushy energy came through in part 1. Then it's... I'm seeing a girl on a blue bike. Then it's, like, no, they're gonna turn into a little bit, like... weird. I'm hearing that, yeah, and like a monster, and they're gonna start talking behind your back. It's like strange, like, so it wasn't genuine. I'm hearing that to begin with. I see this, yeah. If yeah, you got three. Not a bit of a warning here when it comes to the projects you're taking on. Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords. This is someone here who wants to be involved in your project, but they're not necessarily involved. It's like they are wanting to kind of think about how they can be. Yeah, this is sneaky. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Some of you knew this person, you worked with them before, and you ended it. And there was a reason for that. So remember why you ended it. Justice in reverse. You sure did end it, and you stepped out of the karmic contract. Goodbye. Okay? And they are still coming back. This is for some of you. So this is a past life energy. This is more on astral. Okay, this is more astral conversation and warfare. Doesn't mean that you're not as... Yeah, this is not... Let's go into a chart, right? Doesn't mean that you have less of an influence. Sometimes Spirit has you, okay, working with less people, but who are more... I'm hearing... Yeah, look, maybe they are in the public. Let's clear it. I'm seeing two people with burgundy walking. Come here, protect your energy field. Protect your energy field. Okay, I'm here, don't give everyone access. I'm hearing that. Yeah, exactly. Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's an honor, I'm hearing, to work with you. Remember that. Yeah, if you're a healer, you're a healer, you have an online business. I'm hearing that again. I see a guy wearing burgundy. You have a very clear plan as well to clear your aura. We'll see you in the next video. I'm seeing 17 people there in the room, 7 minutes. And when, especially for some of you, may want to be more strategic with who you choose. But there's something about actually writing. Maybe you want to have something, yeah. Maybe have more of a schedule. Maybe I'm hearing that as well. Like rather than allowing, yeah. I'm hearing anybody into the connection. I'm getting that this is not a time where you want to be like super just free flowing, and yeah. Maybe you want to just kind of, again, have your guard up. So, especially, yeah, I am hearing politically, take it as you will. I mean, yeah, it could be in however sense. Maybe you want to, for example, before you have, yeah, it's clear. Meditate. You'll know what is this, yeah. I'm hearing you may want to, yeah. I'm hearing to break up the routine. You don't want to keep doing the same repetitive thing. I hear it like this. The same repetitive conversation. Like the same thing in the same way. I see that. I feel for a slight number of you may have a few people in your midst who are just disrupting your state of peace. Yeah. There are a few energies here. For some of you, it literally says 10 wands burdens. Look at this. It's like chaotic. Okay, we don't need 10 wands. We'll have 5. What? It's like he sold me 10. It's like you don't need 10. For some of you, like someone is just, it's maybe even a client of yours, King of Wands with the 10 wands. Yeah. I think that it's about organization. And you don't need to necessarily like not do, you know, your services or whatever. This is just, especially during Pluto retrograde, like somebody may come through trying to even do something legally. It's like, I see somebody here has a pimple. That could be a vertical message. Maybe it's a health service. Maybe you're a naturopath. Maybe you're giving health advice. It's like, I would just kind of just like be strategic. I'm hearing that about, yeah, maybe it's like, I don't want to take every client on. It's like, are you serious about your healing? I'm hearing that, like, have a background check. I'm hearing that as well. For some of you, I'm hearing, okay. Especially if you meet with them physically. King of Wands, 10 of Wands. I would keep low contact. Yeah, I wouldn't be physical. I wouldn't touch. I'm hearing the body. I'm hearing that, but I mean, I cannot say this for everybody watching. I mean, you may be a masseuse, you may be, but yeah, for some of you, like, let's put it. Yeah, but this is coming through. Some of you selling products, like, you may not want to meet with the clients in person necessarily. This is, again, if you're feeling great with that and no problems, awesome. Don't let this message go perpendicular to your passion. But there's this, like, moment for some, you really, maybe you're thinking, like, is it really necessary? Because I feel like for some of you, this is causing some sort of, like, disruption in the radio wave signals and frequency. Yeah, Spirit wants you to maybe even take a break. Like a retreat. Yeah. So, see what's really proper for you and have your boundaries, because just because a client's coming through doesn't mean that you have to take that client on. And I'm hearing definitely be aware of how you're structuring legally for some of you. And have, yeah, boundaries and priorities. I'm hearing that. And, yeah, but this is about, like, sort of, your energy and conserving it as well. Let's clear the throat chakra and really being able to meditate and understand what is my core frequency and what is in alignment with that. Okay, what is resonating?